What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers report. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe right now because I'm your #1 source for all things Texas Rangers related. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down 3 prospects that I think are intriguing and I think have the potential to break out in the 2021 minor league season. I already made a video on Maximo Acosta. I think he has the potential to be a great prospect for the Texas Rangers. But starting off the list today, the first prospect is Sanjo Acuna. He is the 8th prospect in the Rangers organization. He is a shortstop / second baseman, and he is the younger brother of Major League superstar Ronald Acuna. So the Rangers acquired Sanjo and the international signing period back in 2018. They signed him for $425,000. And right now, Sanjo is the 8th prospect in the Rangers farm system, but he's only 19 years old. He has a hit tool of a 55, a run of 55, a field of 50, a power of 45, so it's a below average, but again, he's only 19, and a arm of 60. Right now, he doesn't look the best at shortstop. He looks good at second base, but with his speed and his arm, he may be able to move to the outfield just like his older brother. In his pro debut, back in the rookie level Dominican, he had a .342 batting average, a .438 on-base percentage, and a .455 slugging percentage. So that's really good, but again, that's the Dominican League. He hasn't made his American debut yet, but that should be this year. And Sanjo, he is a smaller guy. He's 5'10", 181 pounds. I don't know how much taller he's going to get, but he should be able to get a little bit stronger. I definitely think he'll be able to get a little bit more pop. He should be able to maintain his speed, even though he'll probably gain some weight as he gets stronger. However, he is a very intriguing prospect because he has great on-base skills and he's able to control the strike zone as he makes his stateside debut this year. And he's definitely a name to keep an eye on. Now, moving to the second guy on this list, we have Evan Carter. So I remember watching the MLB draft this year, and the Rangers took Evan Carter in the second round, and I was like, what? There's so many better players on the board like Cole Wilcox and a few other guys. But now this pick is definitely intriguing. He has the potential to be a 5-tool player once it's all said and done. Hopefully it pans out for the Rangers and Evan Carter. I'm looking off to the side every once in a while because there's a massive rainstorm outside my hotel, but let's get back to the video. So the Rangers took Evan Carter in the second round. He was one of the youngest players in that draft class, although he's super projectable. 6'4", 190 pounds, although all of that weight is super lean muscle. He has a hit tool of a 50, a run of 55, a fielding of 55, power of 50, and an arm of 50, and his overall is a 45, so no tool is below average. However, everything is right around average, although this gives him the room to grow and get surplus tools. And I remember reading an article, and he was balling out at Instructs. The Rangers liked what they saw from him, and they said that they were extremely impressed that he was one of the youngest guys at fall Instructs, and he was controlling the strike zone extremely well. That's really impressive to hear from one of our youngest prospects, especially from a guy who we weren't extremely sure of whenever the Rangers drafted in the second round. And to hear that from Major League scouts, that's very reassuring to hear. Obviously, he didn't have a minor league season because of the coronavirus. However, he definitely will be extremely intriguing to watch in the minor leagues this year. And the last guy on this list coming in at number 3 is Curtis Terry. So he just cracked the Texas Rangers top 30 prospect rankings this year. However, he is not a new face to the Rangers organization. The Rangers actually drafted Curtis Terry back in 2015 in the 13th round. They gave him a signing bonus of $100,000, and that enticed Terry enough to sign with the Rangers instead of going to his college commitment of Georgia State. Since Terry has been in the organization for a while, he's already 24 years old, so he isn't as young as Luis Sanjo, Acuna, and Evan Carter, although he's definitely an intriguing prospect, at least in my opinion. He didn't reach full season ball in the minor leagues until his 5th season in the minors, and then once he did that, he started to rake. In that season, he had a 293 batting average, a 362 on-base percentage, and a 537 slugging percentage with 25 home runs, and that was in the 2019 minor league season. And then obviously there was no minor league season in 2020, and now he's in the Rangers spring training facility, and he's impressing a lot of people. He's a slugging type of first baseman. His hit is a 50, his run's a 30, his fielding's a 40, but his power's a 55, his arm's a 40, his overall to 40, so he's definitely a bat first player. He is working really hard on his conditioning and his defense. However, that's not going to be his name of the game. He's a bat first player. Honestly, he might even be best suited for a DH role if his bat is that good. I don't think that he will make the Rangers opening day roster. However, I do think he'll probably start around AA or AAA, and I do think that the Rangers will probably give him a September call up. So one of the main reasons why I think Curtis Terry's intriguing is because he's been an under the radar guy most of his life. Because he was drafted late, he hasn't been a top prospect his entire life. He just cracked the top 30 for the Rangers this year. He hasn't played at full season ball his entire minor league career, and now he's just starting to impress people at spring training. So I'm curious to see what Curtis Terry will do. So that wraps up all of the talk for the minor leagues prospects. But just to go over the prospects again, we have Luis Angel Acuna, the shortstop / second baseman, and maybe he'll play outfield as he progresses in the minor leagues. And we have Evan Carter, the outfielder, and then we have Curtis Terry, the first baseman. So if you like the video, please give that a thumbs up down below. I also want to hear from you guys who you think will be an intriguing prospect this year who could develop and maybe climb the rankings of the prospect list. And that just about wraps up the video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.